Hello, my name is Sabrina, and today I'll be presenting about William Shakespeare's famous work, but in a different form than you might think. As you may know, William Shakespeare is famous for his playwrights, sonnets, and his poetry, but today I'll be focusing more on how his work has influenced the English language, literature, and his contribution to the society then and now. The English language is at about 1,400 years old now. So at the time when Shakespeare began writing, he was using the early modern English, but it was only at about 100 years old then. It is English that we are capable of understanding as compared to ancient English. The English language that he wrote needed to last throughout the time. It has proven so because we are now using the words he had invented then. There was no dictionaries or thesaurus to help him finish his writing. And to add up, most of the documents were written in Latin. Thankfully, he actually attended a grammar school and was taught Latin. Therefore, he was able to translate some of these words from Latin to English quite easily. At the same time, he also invented some new words using foreign language and adopted some of the words from classical literature to create his own masterpiece. For example, in Titus Andronicus, he took out the origin word of gloom and created the word gloomy. This goes to show that there was a linguistic innovation that came from the Shakespearean work. His poetry and sonnet is a legacy that bears his name even till today. Even though to some, writing an English essay is tough enough to compose, however, thanks to Shakespeare, he actually simplified writing in English because he gave the sentence a structure and grammatical rules that we follow to improve our own writing. The language sounded easier compared to the ancient English, that it became a worldwide language due to its richness with added proper vocabulary and grammar to our sentences. The English literature in itself is a form of art that we now call the art literacy today because from the words, it has created vast imagination. Undoubtedly, Shakespeare was an educated man, and what he has done for society is that he shared some of his knowledge on certain areas because education was limited to the highest social class. He knew quite a great deal about medicine, such as drugs and apothecary. He was able to portray them in his play and made it simple for people to understand. For example, he wrote about the coma-inducing liquid that was given to Juliet to fake her own death, but as for Romeo, he was given the apothecary poison to take his own life. And medicine became an integral plot to most of his play. His works also mirror some of the opposite themes such as love and hate. You can see love between Romeo and Juliet, and you can see hate between Romeo and Tybalt. But what was most important was that this each of these themes had given a life, values, and lesson. He was able to create a form of civilization and modern culture because from his writings emerged the existence of entertainment such as like movies and theatre. Lastly, he portrayed the culture of many aspects to humanity. He wrote about the idea that time changes everything, and this came true because some of the movies that we watch today is an adaptation of Shakespeare's work. For example, Hamlet had actually influenced the plot for Lion King. And another culture is that we can see a culture in the form of gender roles. Lastly is summary and conclusion. Although many assume that Shakespeare's work were heavily implied on his plays, but much of his contributions are actually on the effort in writing and creating these plays. That is it from me. I hope you learn more about Shakespeare's work more than Romeo and Juliet. Thank you.